Hey, this is Kevin Tanner coming to you with another review of the Micro Galaxy Squadron AAT battle tank. So before we get into this review, if you could please go ahead and like and subscribe to this page. Also, if you look at the description, you'll see a link to a Facebook page that I run with myself and some other friends from all around the world. We have a fantastic community of other people that love the Micro Galaxy Squadron, Action Fleet Micro Machines, and Micro Collection. So now let's go ahead and dive into the review. So here is the Micro Galaxy Squadron AAT battle tank. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the box. We'll take a look at the vehicle itself, the features it has, the figure, then we'll do some measurements, and then we'll also do a comparison. So taking a look first at the box. So here's what the box looks like. So we get the Micro Galaxy Squadron AAT battle tank number 39. We also get a picture of the figure going inside of the front cockpit here. I'm going to go ahead and open up this box. We can see on the back here, we have a really nice scene here of the battle tank with some ATRTs and the LAT. On the back here, it also shows some of the other features of the ship, as well as the other options that come in the Starfighter class. So now as we go ahead and open up the blister pack here, inside of this, like we have with all of the Micro Galaxy Squadron ships, we end up getting a really nice card backing here. So this shows basically a scene that we could use as a display. And so we can see there's some ATRTs and some clones on it. It also comes with the battle droid that comes in its own individual figure pack. I love this feature of all of the packaging, that we get an opportunity not only to open a package that has the ship in it, but something that opens that we have to open for the figure. So let's go ahead and take a quick dive into the figure itself. So the figure that we get is actually this red colored battle droid. So this is really more of a Geonosis battle droid than it is one that we would see in episode 1, where we see a lot more of the tanks, but here's what it looks like. So really nice sculpt on this, some great details on it. It doesn't have a whole lot of weathering on it, which is something that I may add later, but this guy, if we do a quick measurement, is roughly an inch tall. And I have the other, the blind box STAP speeder with the battle droid on it as well, to show the comparison of that here in a minute. So here is the AAT battle tank. So this is actually a fantastic vehicle. Some really great detail on here. There is a light wash on it, which you can see kind of all over, which helps to give it a little more character, which I really like. It's got some of these burn marks here on the front cannons. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation. So starting from the front to back, we do get actually an opening cockpit here, which is really nice. So you can see some of the wash has ended up down in there. So we can end up putting a battle droid in there, which is nice. We get the guns here on the side that rotate on both sides. And then you can see here the top turret will turn as well in both directions. It can turn about that far in both directions. We also get the laser cannon here on the front that can move, as well as this cockpit can open. So there's a little notch right there, which allows us to be able to open that. And you can see that when it opens, there is a little slot in there to be able to fit a figure in. So if you were thinking, hey, maybe I can fit an Action Fleet figure in here, probably not, unless you cut the base on the Action Fleet figure, would you be able to fit it inside of that. Now, as we flip this over on the underside, you do have some wheels here that help it roll, and then you have this bar here, which really helps it stand. This little piece here on the back does not roll, so if you were trying to move this thing along the table, it can roll, but it's not super functional. Either way, it doesn't really matter. It'll still slide along the ground, which is a really, really nice feature. So now if we go ahead and do some quick measurements of this guy. So we can see here, this is about 4.5 inches wide. From front to back, it's roughly 5.25 inches. And then the height on this guy is, to the top of that little antenna there, is probably about 3 inches. Overall, this is a fantastic sculpt. This looks way better in person than I had seen in some of the pictures. So I would highly recommend that you end up grabbing this if you want to build out a squadron here, especially related to the being able to build out some type of a scene. So here I'm going to go ahead and take this battle droid so you can see him. This is the one again from the blind box. We can go ahead and pop him here in the top. Looks really nice. And if we go ahead and open up this front cockpit, we can go ahead and take this other droid here, pop him in there, and then be able to close it. Should be able to close it. And boom, there you go. Now you got a fully operational 2-droid AAT tank. So now if we look at this as a comparison, so we're going to compare this to 2 different options. So one is the Transformers AAT battle tank. So you can see that this is the Transformers one here on the with the blue one. It's slightly bigger, obviously from front to back. You can see that the profile view is much taller. You get a lot more of the junk here on the bottom as you're looking at this being a Transformer versus it being just you know, a tank toy. And then here's what it looks like from the front. So then if we go ahead and compare this to the Action Fleet AAT battle tank, so here's what it looks like from the top. So very similar to what we'd see with the Transformers version. Again, this is a little bit bigger. The paint detail on this is actually you know, one-of-a-kind version that I have that has the blue on it here on the bottom. But it's the same size as the standard one. There you can see it from the side, and then here it is from the front. So I would say overall, Micro Galaxy Squadron nailed it on this one. I think this is a fantastic starfighter class vehicle. I would highly recommend going out to the store and getting it. If you really like this review, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the page. And thanks for watching.